Hi, everyone. Just wanted to take a quick couple minutes to talk about something that's been on my mind since a little bit, into last year. But it's our new mathematics resource, Bridges. And I know lots of us have already participated in that professional development. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about implementation. We're thinking about communication. We're thinking about rearranging our rooms to some degree. And I just wanted you to hear just a little bit from me about some of the things that I think will be important for all of us to think about. First and foremost, I appreciate everybody making time to go to the professional development. I think that's been critical. Um, Next, we have to remember as a school district and certainly as a school that this is our in a long time since Envision, this is our newly adopted primary resource um, that our Board of Education has approved. So what does that mean? That means that as we're thinking about our curriculum, which hasn't necessarily changed, that's still the knowledge we teach. The resource provides maybe some tools in order to allow students to access that knowledge, access the curriculum. As a primary resource, that is our first place to go as math teachers as we're planning to Bridges. If we find, as practitioners, as professionals, that there is something in Bridges that is not there that you need in order to teach that content effectively for your students, it is okay to look elsewhere and create or find another resource to meet that need. We hope that in some way Bridges can find most of the things that you need to teach your curriculum effectively. But we also know that no resource is perfect, and we'll have to go looking at other places. I do believe that this is going to create a little bit of less workload on teachers to try to find those things that they want to use, whether it be manipulatives or problems that they've had to kind of hunt and create on their own in the past. And now we have an opportunity to have this right at our fingertips, right at our disposal. So being the primary resource, the board adopted primary resource, that's where our minds need to go first when we think about planning. The other thing I want us to always keep in mind is we know how to teach math. So we got to be confident about that. We have great math teachers in this district, and I know we have great math teachers in this building. You know how to teach it. So while this is a new resource to learn, I also want to give you peace of mind that I have every amount of confidence in you that together we'll understand it, we'll work through it, we'll find some things that are really strong about this resource, and we might find some things that are just a little bit weak that we have to supplement. But we'll do it together. I'm not concerned. Lean on your coaches. They've done a lot of heavy lifting, even since last year. They've done a lot of thought around making this implementation as easy for you as possible. So if I'm a practitioner, if I'm a teacher in this building, if I have a question, I'm either reaching out to a colleague or I'm checking with my coach to make sure I'm calibrating things correctly. Setup, implementation, time. How am I using time within this framework? So lean on them. Jamie and Chelsea are fantastic, and they'll help us work through some of those things that are still questions for us. And then finally, I just want you to be genuinely and sincerely positive with parents who are going to be wondering about this new resource. They're going to say curriculum. I have been even catching myself to say it's not our curriculum, that's established. This is a new resource that we're going to use to teach the curriculum. Math is just one of those subjects that you get a lot of emotion around it, and we've talked about this before. You say algebra, and people have that emotional reaction to it. So I bet there's going to be a lot of questions around what's this resource, how is it going to be working, is there a home component? And what I'd like to say is you're going to be the first face that they talk to around this resource, and I want you to be positive about it. I want you to be confident. If you have things that you're learning, you can, you don't have to be, you don't have to not share those concerns. But you can message that this has been a thoughtful process. We've been trained in it. We know how to teach math. That hasn't changed, and we're excited about learning about this new resource to make math more meaningful for your child. And I think that'll go a long way. Versus, I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. I don't know. I wasn't a part of it. All those things that could create doubt and angst and anxiety around for our parents. So if you have a concern genuinely or something that's not going well, reach out to coaches, reach out to your colleagues, reach out to Carrie or myself, and let's talk about that. Or even talking about your content lead, or even checking in with your content lead. So I hope that helps. We're going to have a lot more conversation with our content leads, our coaches, and that information is going to trickle down as we all start to calibrate what Bridges looks like at Chapman. But I wanted to start with those foundational messages. Looking forward to seeing everybody soon. I'm excited about this new resource and learn more about it beyond what I already experienced this summer, see it in action. If you have any questions about it or you want to talk about it with me, don't hesitate to reach out, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.